p.m. time to go to bed, and here I am making today's video. And I'm in a similar situation as yesterday. Yesterday I didn't want, sorry, I would have wanted to make a longer video, given that I didn't have anything to do that afternoon. And today I'm also in a similar situation, right? I didn't have anything particular to do this afternoon, and yet time flew away. And yeah, so I wanted to take the opportunity to condense and to like go over my day and to try to see where the time went, kind of not on a minute by minute basis, but yeah, on an hour by hour basis, more or less, right? So today woke up 6 a.m., 6:10 a.m., but didn't actually got out of bed at until like 6:20, maybe 6:15, 6:20. I know because like my snooze alarm on my watch went out. I was already kind of getting up, but it did went out, and I was still sitting on my bed. So yeah, that is a thing that made me lose time, right? Snoozing a little bit my alarm. Also, breakfast. I peeled an egg for like way too long, and I guess I didn't actually start eating until like 6:35, 6:30, 6:35 or so, maybe even 6:40, because I peeled this fucking egg so slowly. I don't know why, because I don't have like the technique or whatever. And this egg was, mind you, was already cooked. It was one of these kind of Easter eggs that come cooked from the supermarket, and I went to taste how they, yeah, to test how they taste, which is, by the way, pretty normal, leaning on meh, because yeah, they're kind of drier than a regular egg would be. But yeah, and also kind of colder and smaller. But yeah, that aside, I guess I lost so much time there. Then more things where I lost time before leaving to school that prevented me from doing my morning pages. Those are the main things that I can come up with, right? I don't recall using my phone that early in the morning, so yeah, I can't really say. Then from 7 until 2:45, I know what I was doing. I was in class. There is not a lot of time that I can regain, even though we did until I go out earlier at like 2:40, 2:45, but because we didn't have the train that goes from 3:07 until Ostbahnhof, right? So we had to take a train that takes longer, right? Well, because we have to walk a little bit, like 10-15 minutes, and then take a train, and then like wait for that train, and then arrive at the same point that we would have arrived at before. And then there was not the usual frequency, so instead of like a 5 minute tops delay, like waiting time, sorry, there was 8 minutes waiting time that I think were actually more, because I'm not sure if the time was ticking by quick, like, right. But yeah, there I lost a little bit of time, I would say, but I'm not sure how relevant it was. Then after that, I went to Kaufland to buy some things, and I think that that took a while, but yeah, because it would have been like 3 or something. I guess by the time I entered, it was like 3 something, and by the time I got home in Kaufland, after Kaufland, it was like 4:30, 4:45. So there I did lose a little bit of quite a bit of time there. Why? I was looking at I couldn't find the thing that I went, and I tried to go straight into it like pretty directly, but I couldn't find it in the section that I thought it was. I was asking ChatGPT and all this with Claude, and at the end of the day I did find it in the grilling section as Claude suggested, which is something I guess I wouldn't have thought of without it. But on the other hand, it did make me lose time, I guess, talking to it instead of like trying to ask someone, right, who maybe could have told me the answer quicker. Plus, it would have made me practice my German a little bit. So I don't know, mixed feelings regarding that. But yeah, as a tool, it did work and it did achieve its purpose. The problem was that I wasted too much time and money because I bought like some random things that I didn't need it, like for example, out of Kinder chocolate. But yeah, we'll see how I deal with that in the coming weeks/days. Then I spent like 1 hour and 20 minutes or so cooking chicken because using this meat thermometer, which was a good purchase because I did check the meat temperature, but also yeah, I guess my fault was that I was talking to fucking Claude trying to solve this problem of like, why is this chicken not cooking quickly enough, right? Why is the meat temperature not rising fast enough? And I think that I arrived at a reasonable conclusion, but I did lose like 1 hour and 20 minutes or so of like 6 that I started to cook the fucking chicken. And also I don't know what happened between 5 and 6. I guess I was just lying on my bed reading my phone, like yeah, looking at my phone. That I do know that I lost time there looking at my phone. I don't know what I did. I could check, but yeah, I presume it was probably like Twitter or Instagram. In today, I think today I did see some Instagram stories and Instagram posts from people I follow. But yeah, I presume that I also read Twitter a little bit and spent some time there. One time on Twitter goes by really fast. Then, after cooking the fucking chicken, I cooked my actual dinner, and the problem was that I guess it was a pretty, I don't know, you could say time wasting endeavor because I did, how do you say, I can't multitask right now. Not sure why, but since I was worried about this fucking chicken being raw, I didn't end up cooking it. Sorry, I didn't end up cooking my dinner parallel to it as I more or less not had planned, but I would have intended to, right? I would have just let that chicken cook. Meanwhile, I do other things, right? And I didn't do it. For example, I could have easily recorded a video there while cooking the fucking chicken, but I didn't do it because I am using my phone asking Claude about it. Like, why is the fucking chicken not cooking, right? So I don't know. On the one hand, I have reasons why, but on the other, it is like on paper a pretty bad use of time, right? Just boiling a single pot boiling chicken. Meanwhile, I'm not doing any prep for the thing that I had for dinner, which were like wraps of like yeah, garbanzos, well, chickpeas, and good news, I microwaved the chickpeas, and at a lower wattage, well, not sure if wattage, but yeah, at a lower setting in the microwave, they don't explode. So that's great news. I'm not sure if they arrive to the texture that the video says, but it's a great first step for the shit not to explode. So yeah, that's awesome, and yeah, that's good news. But yeah, that's getting myself a bit sidetracked. So yeah, after dinner, where the fuck did time went? I spent a fuck ton of time also. Well, actually not that much time, only 15 minutes. But yeah, 15 minutes washing the dishes. But those are 15 minutes that I guess I could recuperate by, and also not 15 minutes, just those 15 minutes, but also yeah, in the morning I do some dishes as well. On the evening I do a lot of dishes, and also meanwhile in this cooking process I was like constantly doing the dishes in the middle, right? So I think cumulatively I do waste a lot of time washing dishes as well, even though, yeah. So yeah, those are, I think, the main things that I waste time on. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'm not sure how helpful it has been for me to read this out loud until I watch this video back. But yeah, maybe thinking out loud, I think thinking this out loud has been somewhat helpful, and it probably has helped me reason through where I lose the most time and like what kind of tasks I need to put on my notes app right now, which would be to buy dishwashing things, like dishwashing tablets for the dishwasher. And I guess not much else, right? That's the main thing that I could try, and the other things are like cooking, multitasking, or whatever. Those are things that I guess I can learn and will learn with time. But for now, I just have to be patient or whatever, which is always like a nice reminder. And it's something that I wouldn't do if I didn't make the video, right? I wouldn't tell myself you have to be patient. I would probably be like just be angry, right? So I feel like this is a nice step in the right direction. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. If you reached this part, comment a dishwasher emoji and any dish related emoji will do, by the way. I know the dishwasher emoji doesn't exist, and if it exists and you